My child, one of the easiest lies to believe in a hidden season is the lie that you are delayed. It slips quietly into the mind. It watches you measure what has not happened yet. It watches you compare your road to other people's visible movement. It listens while you count the prayers that remain unanswered, the doors that remain closed, the opportunities that have not formed, the confirmations that have not arrived. Then it whispers that something is wrong with your timing, wrong with your story, wrong with your future. It tells you that you are behind. It tells you that everyone else is moving while you are being left in place. It tells you that silence must mean loss. But hear me clearly. You are not delayed. You are being preserved for a greater purpose. That truth may not immediately calm your emotions, because preservation rarely feels exciting while it is happening. Preservation often looks like slowness. It looks like restraint. It looks like hiddenness. It looks like limits, unanswered questions, doors that do not open when you expected them to, paths that refuse to move at the speed your heart had hoped for. But preservation is not neglect. Preservation is intentional care. It is what I do when something is too valuable to expose to the wrong season. Think about how people protect what matters to them. They cover it. They store it carefully. They keep it from weather that could damage it. They do not put fragile things in reckless environments. They do not hand costly things to unstable conditions. In the same way, there are moments when my love for you looks less like quick release and more like holy covering. You may want visibility, but I see the winds around your life. You may want movement, but I see what is still unstable. You may want the next chapter now, but I see what must first be protected in you, so that the next chapter does not injure what I am building. My child, there is a difference between being held back and being held safe. Fear rarely tells the difference. Fear interprets every pause as proof of loss. It reads the hidden season as rejection. It assumes the slower path must be the lesser path. But heaven does not think like fear. I know what I am preserving in you. I know the tenderness that must not be hardened by premature pressure. I know the clarity that must deepen before your next responsibility arrives. I know the parts of your calling that must remain sheltered from environments that would distort them if they were exposed too early. I know what your soul is not yet ready to carry peacefully, even if your ambition says otherwise. There are purposes so weighty they cannot be entrusted to an unprepared inner life. There are assignments so holy they cannot be built on insecurity, panic, comparison, or restless striving. If I brought you too quickly into some things you currently ask for, they might satisfy your emotions for a moment, while overwhelming your spirit later. That is why preservation matters. Preservation protects not only the future thing, but the future you who must carry it. I am not only thinking about what you want, I am thinking about what your soul will need in order to hold it without breaking under its weight. Some of you have looked at your season and asked, why am I still here? Why is this taking so long? Why does it feel like my life is being kept behind a veil? But those questions often assume that visible movement is the highest good. It is not. Sometimes the highest good is integrity that has not been rushed. Sometimes it is strength that has not yet formed publicly. Sometimes it is a heart still becoming clean enough to carry what heaven plans to place in it. Sometimes it is a future protected from storms you are not even aware of yet. Sometimes it is glory being prepared in hidden places before it can be revealed without being mishandled. My child, hiddenness is not emptiness. It is often formation without audience. You are accustomed to valuing what can be seen, measured, posted, announced, and confirmed quickly. But some of my deepest work happens in places that do not look impressive while they are unfolding. Roots form underground. Foundations are laid beneath the floor. Wombs grow life in secret. Preservation often happens below the level of public recognition, and because it happens out of sight, the soul can become tempted to call it nothing. But nothing is not what is happening. Something sacred is being guarded. Something weighty is being shaped. Something future-bearing is being kept from the wrong atmosphere. There are things I preserved you from that you still call delay because you never saw the damage they might have done. There are people you wanted access to, places you wanted to go, roles you wanted to occupy, blessings you wanted to hold, that I kept outside your reach, not because I wanted you smaller, but because I knew what was mixed around them. You saw the opportunity. I saw the cost. You saw the surface. I saw the weather. You saw the timing you wanted. I saw the internal weakness that the wrong timing would have exposed. This is why you cannot measure love only by speed. Love sometimes protects by slowing. My child, Let me tell you what preservation can feel like from the inside. It can feel frustrating. It can feel confusing. It can feel like being misunderstood by people who think your hiddenness means lack of favor. It can feel like watching others move ahead while you remain unseen. It can feel like being old enough, ready enough, willing enough, and still not released yet. That ache is real. I do not dismiss it, but I need you to understand that your hidden season is not proof that your purpose is smaller. Often it is proof that your purpose carries a weight that must be approached differently. The greater the purpose, the more carefully the vessel is often prepared. Not because you are being punished, because what is precious is handled with intention. I know you sometimes want immediate evidence that your waiting matters. I know you want one visible sign that you are not forgotten. This message is one of those signs. Your life is not paused because I have abandoned the story. It is being preserved because the story still matters. Your slowness is not emptiness. Your silence is not irrelevance. Your waiting is not wasted motion. It is guarded movement, hidden movement, sacred movement. Some of you need to hear this at a deeper level. Delay and preservation can look alike on the surface, but they are not the same in purpose. Delay, as fear imagines it, means something good is being kept from you for no meaningful reason. Preservation means something valuable is being held until it can be revealed without being damaged, until the environment is healthier, until the timing is cleaner, until the inner life is stronger, until the weather shifts, until what is coming can arrive with more peace than harm. That is not rejection. That is wisdom shaped by love. My child, purpose is not only about platform, impact, or visible influence. Purpose is also about becoming the kind of person who can hold what is entrusted without losing me. That means some parts of your life must be strengthened in the dark. Your motives must be refined. Your identity must loosen from external validation. Your need to be seen must become less ruling. Your dependence on immediate confirmation must weaken. Your ability to remain steady without applause must deepen. These things do not feel glamorous while they are forming, but they are part of being preserved for something greater than surface success. There are people who rush into visibility before their roots deepen, and the very thing they prayed for later becomes the stage where their unhealed parts are exposed. There are people who receive answers before maturity, and what should have become blessing becomes pressure, confusion, or self-destruction. I do not want that for you. I am not only trying to get you somewhere, I am trying to bring you there whole. I am trying to bring you there with peace that can survive the weight, humility that can survive the attention, and dependence on me that can survive the increase. This is why you must stop calling your hidden season failure. Failure is not what is happening. Preservation is. The enemy wants you to misname the season, because if he can get you to despise preservation, he can tempt you to rush towards substitutes. He can get you to break cover early. He can get you to grasp for movement that flatters your insecurity but harms your purpose. He can get you to interpret my wisdom as deprivation and then choose counterfeit openings that never carried my peace. This is one of the reasons comparison has been so dangerous for you. It makes premature exposure look attractive. My child, not everything visible is mature. Not everything fast is blessed. Not everything hidden is behind. You need this truth because your mind has been using the wrong measurements. It has treated visibility as proof, speed as favor, and quietness as loss. But what if heaven measures differently? What if depth matters more than speed? What if safety matters more than immediate access? What if your life is being guided not by social timelines, but by divine readiness? That changes the whole emotional meaning of the season you are in. Preservation also means you are being kept for the right environment. A seed does not fail because it remains protected before planting. A treasure does not become less valuable because it is guarded before unveiling. A vessel does not become less significant because it is stored carefully before use. There are environments that would expose you too early, stretch you too harshly, or distort what is holy in you if you were placed there now. I know the right field. I know the right hour. I know the right conditions. My care is not random. It is exact. That is why your assignment right now is not to panic over the timing, but to cooperate with the preservation. Let hiddenness do its work. Let slowness reveal what still gets anxious when life is not visibly moving. Let the weight expose how often you seek reassurance from motion instead of from my presence. Let the quiet free you from the addiction to being immediately understood. Let this season deepen your roots so that what comes next can stand with a different kind of strength than child, there is a glory that can only be carried after hidden preparation, not glory in the shallow sense of attention or applause, but the weight of holiness, the radiance of a life more fully formed by surrender, the strength to bear responsibility without collapsing inwardly, the clarity to remain aligned under pressure, the peace to walk through larger rooms without making them your God. If there is glory ahead, there must first be preservation. Moses had wilderness. David had hidden fields. Even the life of Christ honored timing and hidden preparation. Do not despise what heaven has always treated as sacred. The greater purpose I speak of may not look like what you imagined. It may be larger, quieter, holier, and more costly than your earlier ambition knew how to desire. But it will fit the deepest design of your life better than anything panic could force. That is why I am keeping you, shaping you, guarding you, not because I delight in withholding visible movement, but because what I intend must not be exposed carelessly. I want it rooted. I want it clear. I want it carried by a soul that has learned hidden faithfulness. Father, for the one listening who feels behind, bring holy reassurance. Quiet the lie that says hidden means forgotten. Teach them to recognize preservation as love. Strengthen them in the unseen places. Heal the parts of them that panic when life moves slowly. Guard them from counterfeit openings and comparison-driven choices, and preserve them fully, mind, heart, motive, and spirit, for the greater purpose you have prepared. In Jesus' name, amen. My child, you are not delayed. You are being preserved for a greater purpose. Stay under my care. What feels hidden now is not abandoned. It is being kept, formed, and readied so that when the time comes, what I reveal in you will arrive with depth, peace, and strength that haste could never have produced.